All right, so hello, good afternoon, UCSC staff members, faculty members, family members, students alike. We're so excited for you all to join us today for one of our very special International Education Week workshops hosted by International Student Services and Programming, which is about Chinese names pronunciation. I'll be one of your co-hosts today. My name is Andy Ng. I use he, him pronouns and I'd be Assistant Director of International Programming here in our office. And I'm joined today by our two primary hosts for our session, Chunling Hu, who is our International Student Advisor, and also Reina Run, who is one of our global leaders, and they'll be the ones presenting today and showing us how to properly pronounce Chinese names that you may see in your class rosters or through your student staff workers or through us as peer individuals as well. And so today's session is going to focus a lot about pronunciation and practice and not perfection necessarily. So we're very excited for you all to join us today, no matter what skill level you have right now with Chinese names pronunciation. So, in order to begin, we're going to go over a couple of Zoom logistics for you all. And for many of us, we're familiar with a lot of the basics, but just so that we all know, everyone today is going to be muted and only the speakers will be unmuted during the presentation. We do encourage you to have your camera on if you would like, so that we know the audience and who's in the space today, but that is not required. We do have speaker and gallery modes that are available on Zoom that you can toggle on and off depending on your preference. And then if you would like to turn on live transcription, that is also available to you as well. In terms of questions during the presentation, we encourage you to save some of the questions perhaps towards the end, even better during the breakout room so that there's more one-on-one time with the host. And so if you could hold off until then, that's great, but we do welcome any Q&A during the presentation as well. And as a last minute reminder, we are doing this recording available online afterwards, and I'll be sure to send you all the links so that you have that to share with other colleagues that may be interested that wasn't able to attend today, or just to have a little bit of a refresher for yourselves as you're practicing these Chinese names that we'll be going over today. So with that said, I'd like to go ahead and pass it over to Chunling and Reina to talk a little bit about our workshop today. And this slide right now is just a little bit more about who we are as International Student Services and Programming, or ISSP. We are a full team of staff members here at UCSC dedicated to supporting primarily our international students that are here on F or J visas. So that includes undergraduate students, grad students, our exchange students that are here as well. And we also work alongside our global learning team members who focus mostly on study abroad. And so, with that said, I'll pass it over to Chunling and Reina.
Okay, thank you, Andy. Hello, everyone. Welcome to join us. And my name is Chunling Hu, and in Chinese, it is pronounced as Hu Chunling. I'm an international student advisor in ISSP, International Student Services and Programming, and I'm excited to have this opportunity to practice Chinese name pronunciations with you together. Reina?
Hi everyone, my name is Xi Yuan Ran, Reina, and in Chinese is Ran Xi Yuan, and I'm a second year majoring in computer science. I'm from Nanjing, China. Welcome, guys. Um,
Okay, so before we start this, statistics just shows like we so far China is still the top sending countries of international students, and California especially is among the top destinations for international students from China. So it is very likely that each of us will have many opportunities to meet Chinese students, and so that's why we are here to learn, say their names.
why does accurate pronunciation matter? At UC Santa Cruz, students come from many cultural backgrounds, and many of us have names rooted in other languages. Learning to pronounce someone's name correctly might seem small, but I think its foundation of creating an inclusive environment where people feel seen. For me, this is personal. My Chinese name is Xi Yuan. It's often hard for professors and other international students to say my name the way I say it. In class, I sometimes can't tell if someone is calling me or another student with a similar sounding name. And whenever a professor or TA asks for my name, I've learned to spell it out right away instead of like saying it first. Therefore, I will always just suggest my live name, so my English name, Reina. For this workshop, we want to give everyone practical tools to approach Chinese pronunciation with confidence, breaking down sounds, tones, and common name patterns, so that in the future, more of us can be addressed accurately on the first try. And here at UC Santa Cruz, our principle of community asks us to respect and value the diversity of our campus and to foster an inclusive climate. Getting a person's name right is one everyday way we live those values. When instructors and peers try, checking, did I say your name correctly? And then use it constantly, students like me will feel more recognized and can participate without second guessing whether we were the ones being called on. That small habits help banana slugs feel like they truly belong here. So we're here today because we believe as educators, friends, and peers that names matter. If you're unsure, try these simple steps. Ask first, repeat back, and check, did I get that right? Write it down phonetically the way the student suggests. Use it constantly in roll call, in emails, and in small group conversations. When you do, students like me won't have to wonder if you're calling us or someone else. We won't need to default to spell out our names every time just to be understood. And we'll all be building a campus where everyone truly belongs.
Thank you. Thank you, Reina. Yes, and it may be just as very a simple gesture to say someone's name correctly, but it does make a big difference to help build up this respectful and welcome campus and to make international students feel valued and welcome. Next, please. Oh, okay. So let's start with some basics of Chinese names. So first of all, the order. Chinese names have a different order than English names. Usually it comes with family name first and then given name. And a fun fact is each Chinese characters has a meaning. And also another thing that is different from English names, Chinese names have fewer family names. That is to say, many Chinese names share the common family names, but each person will have kind of like unique, different given names. Take my name, for example. My name is pronounced as Hu Chunling. Hu is my family name, and I get that from my father. And the whole ancestors from my father's family has this same Hu as the family name. And the Chunling is my given name. My parents gave me this name because Chun means spring in Chinese. And the Ling means the beautiful sound of spring and the jade. So you can guess I was born in spring, so I get this name as my given name, Hu Chunling. Reina?
My Chinese name is pronounced as Ran Xiyuan. Um, my name it's not really meaningful, but it came from one of a celebrity that my mom really likes. So
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
yeah.
Mhm. Okay, so next.
English name can pronounce like pinyin. For example, Henry in pinyin we pronounce as 亨利. Thomas is 托马斯. Alice is 爱丽丝. And tone added automatically in Chinese way of like pronouncing.
Yeah. So pinyin is the writing system that use Latin alphabets to mark the sound of Chinese name if it's written in pinyin letters. And sometimes it may sound similar to English phonetics, but some letters may have little different sound. We can just explore though as we get along. And these are the examples like how we pronounce English names in the way Pinyin shows. Next. Okay, so here is the list of pinyin letters. It's just as English phonetics, we have consonants, vowels, and the special part is the tones. Maybe we all know that we have four tones in Chinese pinyin, which makes the Chinese name pronunciation a little challenging. But don't worry about that. We'll just go through these one by one. And we start with these consonants. I will read the list of consonants for you, and it's a little straightforward. You can just practice by yourself. Consonants: 波、坡、佛、摸、的、特、呢、了、个、科、呵、鸡、七、西、之、吃、诗、日、资、思、思、一、乌. Quite similar to English, right? Okay, Reina, can you read vowels for us?
Yes. A, O, I, U, Ü, A, W, ao, U, Ü, I, oh, U, Ye, Yue, An, N, In, Yun, Ang, Ng, In, On.
Okay, do we need to repeat that or we can just move to the next? Okay, let's just move to the next. We will get time to practice them. Okay, so the tones, we know we have four tones in Pinyin. We mark them with like first, second, third, and the fourth. The first tone is flat, so we use this picture from McDonald to show the first tone, ma. The second tone goes uphill, ma. The third one goes down and then rise again, ma. The last one, ma, 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 ma. Is that easy? And if you do not like recognize the tones, you don't need to worry about that because it's not quite likely that the two students in your class or you meet will have the same Chinese name pronunciation except for the tones. So will not make it more trouble. So let's start with pronunciations first. Next, please. Okay, so this is consonant. Let's practice. And we find some English words in the parentheses to show the same or similar sound in English. I will read these for you. Bo, boy. Pour, pen. More, man. For, fan. The, dog. To, top. Ne, no. Le, love. Ge, go. Ke, kite. He, hot. G, jeep. Chi, cheese. She. Okay, next, please.
And here we have 知 gem, 吃 church, 诗 shoe, 日 measure, 资 kids, 此 cats, 思 sun, 一 yes, 乌 water.
Okay, so this is consonants, quite similar to that in English, and maybe vowels can be a little more difficult. Let's take a look. Next, vowels. Okay, so I will read this for you, and I can read it twice. A, father. O, more. A, or earth. E, sea. U food. U you. I I. A say. Ow now. O go. Yeah yard. Yeah yay. Yow yow. You yogurt. I will repeat. Ah father. O more. Earth. E sea. U food. U U I A say. Ow now. O go. Yeah yard. Yeah yay. Yow yow. You yogurt. Next.
And we have wa water, wo wow, way why. W this two is really similar.
Why? Why?
Why and we and yu an and n taken in seen soon une like in French one une en song sun in sing on long long.
Would you do that again?
Yeah. Wa water wo wow way why we way yue like you an and taken in seen soon une on son sun in sing on long.
Yeah, if we have two English words in the parentheses, that's because we cannot find the exact same sound in English words. So we try to find more words that has a similar sound, and so that you can just compare to feel the subtle difference. So like here, ang on in we cannot find the exact same sound like on. So it's similar to song and ah. So it's on. Um, when it is combined in with consonant, and it makes much more sense. Okay. Okay, so we can go on with the next one, and if time permits, we can practice and go back to these slides. Okay, so this is the vowels. We found some examples. Vowels combined with consonants like yeah, yes. So the example is 谢蝶. It's not die. I know it's like a die, but it's 蝶谢蝶cheng reads 成约薛乌温孙吞. And the green one in the parenthesis is 温群晕湾湾. The green one is 渊湍川圈渊轩. All the examples are Chinese family names. Reina, you wanted to read that again for us?
Yes. So the first one is ye as yes. So the common family name like 谢 蝶 and for 成 约 for 薛 温孙吞晕群群
群
群云 and then one for 团, 船, and 晕 for 圈, 圈, 圆, and 圈. Because
Yeah,
I'm Chinese, so I just automatically give tone on it.
yeah.
I'm used to it, so it sounds a bit weird as it sounds a bit different as how Chunling said it.
Yes, we try to pronounce it with the first tone, the flat tone, but actually we have this kind of like intuitive response when we see these words because the most common words has tones. So we will probably read with tones. And the green ones with two dots, actually in writing, when it comes with some specific consonants like QUN, we will omit that two dots. That's because Q never works with UN. It's always U with two dots. So that's why we omit that. You don't need to like pay too much attention to these details. It's like QUN, train, YUN, yun.
Mhm.
Okay, so how's like so
Next
far?
one.
Is that difficult? Okay, let's move on. What do you have next? Okay, so here comes the real game. Let's mix and match. We have two columns, one column of consonants of pinyin, one column of vowels of pinyin. And we can pick one consonant to match with vowels to practice the sound. I can make example. Say dog, the, and it comes with the vowels like the, da, the, 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 u, du, the, ao, dao, the, I, die, the, a, they, the, way, dui, the, den. Is another one at the bottom? I cannot see it. Oh, okay. Sorry, I cannot see. Is the last one?
Oh,
Can't get blocked. I can't remember. There's one more. Anyway,
it's on
uh,
and on.
on dong, the on dong. So that is how we combine consonants with vowels. Um, you can practice by yourself by picking one consonant to match with vowels. And I would like to remind you, actually, not all these sounds represent a Chinese characters in Chinese language. Some characters or sounds does not uh, exist. So do not need to worry about too much. So we just practice the rules, how to pronounce these letters, pinyin when they combine together. Okay, so Raina, you want to try?
Yes, sure. So if we pick m, ma, m, m,
E,
mi, mou, mu, mau, mai, may, way. Is there way?
this does not exist
Yeah, it
actually.
doesn't exist. Yeah. Men, and then should we still stick with the on and on because it's not shown on the side? Or we're not, but wait. Should we still do the on and on? Mong, mong, and we can pick another 知, 知啊扎, 遮, 知一知, 知乌猪, 知熬招, 知哀斋, 知aj, J.
职位
Mm, I don't think there's J.
no, no word
Yeah.
in 职 A, J, right?
Zhuwei. Yeah. So we go to the next one. 诸位追. 知恩真，知肮脏，知翁中。
Um, okay, so you need some minutes to practice by yourself, or we can just move along.
There's
I
a
know
couple
it's,
of questions, Chenling. Maybe we answer the questions in the chat box really quickly.
oh, okay, let me see.
So Brian's asking, is it always a hard and accentuated consonant when pronouncing?
Um, Not always, I would say. Um, because usually we just like start with consonant and move smoothly to the vowel. So that is the like the general rule, and we do not emphasize or put any like part in the end of the lead letters except if there's a tone. And as we said, maybe tone's a little difficult. We do not need to worry too much about tone, so you can start with the flat tone. And for the like general rules, because I feel it is quite similar to the English phonetics. I'm talking to my boy these days. He's learning English phonetics these days, and I say you have learned Pinyin, so you should know how to read these English words in the same way as Chinese Pinyin. So like boy, it's bo plus oi, boy, and the bo ba. It's just like the combination of sound. And you try to move smoothly from one sound, the first part, to the second part of sound. I hope this is helpful. Rena, what do you think?
Uh, the question, the final G is hard as in Italian or almost unspoken.
Mm-hmm.
So, um, is I'm
This
not
is the,
sure. Does the question mean like to pronounce the song?
yeah,
Oh, so in Mandarin is song, and I don't think we pronounce the G out.
yeah. Because
Yeah.
we would say it's more like emphasize the sound like a nasal sound, song. But we do not pronounce the letter G like a G separately. So here we can treat G as silent, but with a little like a nasal sound. So it is song. Yeah,
Yeah.
unspoken as in English.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's similar to English.
I know it's hard to remember so many letters and pronunciations this in one session. So we just try to give you some sense of these rules, and also just to remind you, P is so much similar to English phonetics. So if it comes uh, across some hard words, you can try to pronounce it a little the same way as English, and very likely it will make sense. Um, NG, another question, which is the NG vowels holding the nasal closure a little bit. Um, I was talking to Reina when we prepare for this presentation because Reina and I both from the same province of China, Jiangsu province. And, we all have our dialects and accents across China. And the feature dialects or accents in Jiangsu province is that we do not emphasize the difference between N and NG. So, to be honest, I cannot tell 100% the difference between N and NG. Sometimes it's just sound the same, similar nasal sound to me. Reina, is that also the case to you?
Yeah, specifically, for example, if we say QIN, so it's qing, and then if you go QING is qing. I think people in Beijing, they have a really strong difference on the with a G or not with a G.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like J-I, Jing, Jing, Jing. So it's a little different. Can you tell the difference, Jing and Jing? But there's one rule. When this word N appears in somebody's family name, most likely it is N without G. So I'm not sure about the exact number, but like majority of Chinese family names with IN, EN, AN, ON without G. So it's little like rule. If you get confused, you choose to pronounce the N without G. Okay, so that's the mix match. Do you want any other questions?
I think we can move
Uh,
on to some of the practice with the family names for the next slide.
okay.
Or before that, this.
Tongue twister.
Um,
Something fun.
so 4是4，10是10，40是40，14是14。I nearly said that.
So you can feel the tones. So they are all similar sound, but tones plays a great role in making those sound a different meaning. So 4是4，10是40，40是40，14是14。This is just for fun because we know we have all kinds of tongue twisters in our different languages. Okay,
Um,
so here is the common family names. Rena?
so we have for the first one we have Wang. I think this is the most popular family name in mainland China, and you can also read it in a way, in like in Cantonese. I think they put Wong as Wong. I think it's the same as Wang. And the second one we have Li, or you read it in a way, Li. And the third one we have Zhang. And the fourth one we have Liu. The fifth one we have Chen. And then we have Yang, Huang, Zhao, Wu, Zhou. Um, and
Yeah, you may notice the writing's a little different. The first writing, Chinese character writing, are from the traditional Chinese writing, and the second one is simplified. Nowadays, there's a good chance you can see any kind of these writings, but they refer to the same sound, same pronunciation. And these are among the most top popular family names in China. Okay, I can read those again. First, Wang. Second, Li. Three, Zhang. Four, Liu. Five, Chen. Six, Yang. Seven, Huang. Eight, Zhao. Nine, Wu. 10, Zhou. Okay, next. Okay, so put them together. I'd like to remind you again, the order of Chinese names, family names come first and then given name. I can read it and the Renan can repeat that again for you. The first one, Han Zhang. Second, Yi Wang. So these writings are in English order, but let's say the first one, Han Zhang. In Chinese, it is Zhang Han. But when we read students' names here, we see it comes with given name first and the family name second. So Han Zhang, Yi Wang, Tian Yi Chen, Wen Huang, Yue Zhao, Jia Wei Cai, Xin Yue Peng, Ran Liu, Nan Sun, Qiang Chen. And Reina, can you read that in the Chinese name order? Like family name
yeah.
first?
张涵、王毅、陈天一、黄维、赵越、蔡家伟、彭新月、刘冉、 孙楠、陈强。
That's great. Do you need some minutes to practice? Do we have any other questions? Uh, or is pronounced as Ursum. Let me turn this a lower pitch. Okay, so we have some detailed questions about certain letters. And when we practice the names, the actual names, it will be more obvious. So sometimes when we try to learn this specific letter, pinyin letter, it sounds a little tricky. But when it comes with a real name, consonant plus vowels, it is easier. So you don't need to worry about too much. Okay, so shall we move to the next slide? Reina?
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I was looking at the questions, so sorry. Um, so bonus one, in this is where in Taiwan and probably also Hong Kong, how they would write their names. It's slightly different from mainland, but um, I think you can refer it in a way like pinging. So the first one we have 讲大会, and then the second one we have 谢 Sam, and then the third one is 蔡西京, and then we have Chang Jamie. Is that what is it?
Mhm,
Jamie?
mhm.
And then we have Xuan Annie, Cho Stephen. I think it's because in Taiwan and Hong Kong, not mostly, but a part of the popularity, they use English name on their password as well. So they would born with an English name, but in mainland, we mostly born with just Mandarin Chinese name.
Yeah, so their writings, remember I said their Chinese character writings are traditional too. So the names from Taiwan and Hong Kong, they may have a different writing, character writing, and the pinyin is a little different too. This is how they look in pinyin. If you feel confused, you can just ask directly. And sometimes, to be honest, I will like hesitate a while, like, wait, how to pronounce this word without looking at the Chinese character, just the pinyin. Sometimes it could be a little confusing, but we can always ask. Okay,
Mm,
so next. Okay, practice time. So we gonna break out rooms and we can practice these real names. And if you have your student's name in mind and then try to read and practice, we are happy to help. And yeah, do we need to come back to the main room after this?
No, yeah. So this will be the final portion of the main presentation. So thank you to both Chenling and Reina for guiding us in this Chinese names pronunciation workshop. Like Chenling said, we will go ahead and move into breakout rooms. So I will be ending the recording in just a little bit. Again, once you're in your breakout rooms, feel free to think of any names that you may have encountered either from colleagues, students that you work with, students in your classrooms that you're having some difficulty pronouncing, or just want a verification from one of our experts here today on how to properly pronounce that. And so we'll go ahead and break up into breakout rooms, and we thank you so much again for attending our workshop today.